Get out my special ops suit, Jody.
It looks like a fancy party is about to start. This kind of party is a first for me. Mr. President?
Okay, let's party! Welcome to the White House.
Metal Wolf Chaos is definitely one of the most interesting games I've played in recent memory, and it's really interesting to learn about the history and even why this game was created. So before Dark Souls and Bloodborne, From Software was known for making these mech games, and so this game was originally intended for their way to break into the American audience on exclusively the Xbox. Unfortunately, things didn't work out, and it was released only in Japan on the Xbox, which did not do so hot over there. And so this game kind of faded into obscurity until now we have Devolver Digital jumping in to release this game here in the United States, as well as giving it some remastered touches. And what really makes this game so interesting is the plot. You play as the 47th President of the United States, and your VP has basically started a coup, and so it's your job as the president in a mech suit to take back freedom in the United States.
That's quite a gentlemanly landing, sir, befitting only of a U.S. president.
The gentleman in me goes off the clock at 5 p.m. And now I'm gonna take America back!
And the dialogue in this game is insane. There's just so many weird things that are said, and it's one of those things that I'm guessing it's kind of translation related. I don't know whether it's intentional, but it doesn't really matter why, but it's just awesomely weird and just a pleasure to hear all the crazy things that happen and are said in this game. I really like here, one of these weird little elements is when you see the president, he has like a normal, serious face, but then it turns into this really weird smile that I think is just awesome.
President, I haven't been this happy since that supermarket going out of business sale. When I was searching for my favorite candy, and I found the last box all covered in dust at the back of the rack. And the expiration date was still good.
I know the feeling, Jody. Brief me on the next battlefield.
The gameplay itself, though, I would say isn't anything to write home about. There are plenty of weapons to choose from and ways to change up the combat, but I found that the way that the missions were structured were kind of lackluster. A lot of times you're just going and blowing up these bullet sponges, like whether it's a base or a satellite or something like that. You just pump bullets into it and blow it up and then proceed through the map, blowing up different areas over and over again. Now, there was some variances where one mission I was taking out multiple other people in mech suits, as well as blowing up the same places over and over. I felt like I had to overly rely on the rocket launcher just because so much of this time was spent trying to blow stuff up. So I always had to have the rocket launcher equipped, and sometimes it was better to equip both of them. The most fun was when I was using a mix of the rocket launcher and a machine gun as well as the shotgun or something like that, but unfortunately I was always being forced to use the rocket launcher in order to blow up things effectively. It's difficult though because this game is from 2004 and obviously that was a while ago, so we have different standards as far as gameplay and things like that, but the real reason you're coming here is because of the novelty of the history behind this game, the dialogue, you know, the fact this is a From Software game, and overall just the American aspect of it all. The footage you're seeing here is from the PC port, and overall I would say this port is pretty good. It does add widescreen, whereas the original game wasn't widescreen since it was, you know, on the original Xbox, and it does add higher resolution support. I was playing it at 1440p without having any issues. The one thing that I didn't like in particular was the game is locked to 30 frames per second, but Being that this was also, as I said, an original Xbox game, there may be some of the ways that it was coded that it is not possible for it to run at 60, especially since it was never designed for that kind of frame rate. So I'll give it a pass on that. I would say this game is a remaster in the absolute lightest sense of the word. It's pretty much just a straight port with widescreen and better resolution. So overall, if you're a fan of From Software and you want to kind of see this obscure title, or if you really like that B-movie absurdist humor, you're probably going to want to check this game out. As I said, it's not an incredibly awesome, fun to play game when it comes to gameplay, but it is fun in the sense that it is just a totally crazy, insane game that would definitely be fun for a couple friends and a few beers on a Saturday night. Thanks everyone for watching. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to Handsome Phantom here on YouTube and hit the little bell to get the notifications so you can see all of our different uploads. Also, check us out on our website, handsomephantom.com. We'll see you guys next time.